Hey guys, it's David here, and it's currently day 248. I hope you guys had a good day and are doing better than yesterday. But the time is currently 5:33. A bit tired today. I want to sleep, but I have to get up because today, honestly, guys, is like any other day. And I know that if I sleep in, I'll regret it. And I know that if I sleep in, I won't have the morning advantage that I so crave for. So that means getting up. That means just getting up and freshen yourself up and get ready for the day. But today is a bit special because today I do have to go see my parole officer. But today we also are going to somewhere to meet up with some guy who has some experience in the creative agency. So it is going to be something exciting as to have someone who's experienced in a different niche may prove some value, and I guess just meeting someone like that of status will be very aspiring. So let's just get up now, get ready, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Currently 8:14. So just came back from the gym. Another light workout. This time around I'm doing half the intensity and half the volume. So for the next 3 days, I should be feeling absolutely amazing with full of energy to improve on my skills, which is to learn how to code so that I could make an app or software, although I'm not sure the difference between the two, but either one that will help me deliver my vision to the world. Now, I'm still a bit too far from developing an end software. However, I have learned a lot. But at the moment, I am not using my time effectively. Like yesterday, I spent 3 hours job searching, job hunting, when I could have used that time to then improve my skills more. But some may argue that you need a job to survive, you need money to eat, and of course you do. And I am in the dilemma at the moment where I want to work on my skills, but at the same time, I know I need some cash flow. Otherwise, I'm going to stop. But I came to the realization also, guys, that I shouldn't stress too much about it, right? Eventually, the opportunity will come as long as you put yourself out there. That doesn't mean just put 3 hours of job seeking work out there for a day because you feel the urgency to get a job, right? The main thing is just do a little bit every day and always take the opportunity when it comes, but don't stress too much about it if you don't have it today. Because tomorrow you might get that opportunity to do it again. So you don't have to spend a tremendous amount of time because you haven't got anything yet. Well, that sounds hypocritical because I'm spending a lot of time improving my skills. But I guess that's just when the priority things kick in. See, at the moment, my main priorities is to learn these skills, learn how to code, so that I could develop a software. That is my main priority. Anything else below that isn't in my peripheral vision, so I don't really care about it. And I guess maybe I should give some more thought to it, and I had did yesterday. Right, 3 hours of job seeking—that's a lot of time, guys. 3 hours. You guys have no idea how much 3 hours is. It's a tremendous amount of time, and you could learn so much in 3 hours. But a lot of us squander our time, thinking that time is free. Of course, time is free. We live every day, and there's certainly a new day. But the moment we miss the opportunity in that day, we never will get it again. We never will get it again because that day is gone. You can't buy time back. When is gone is gone. When is in the past is in the past. You can't just go back and pick your brains and then try get a different situation or a outcome because you regretted for wasting your time or you regretted for not taking the opportunity when it's presented to you. The thing is, guys, when time goes, and we undervalue and we underestimate how fast that time will go. So make the most use of today, guys. No matter what you do, no matter your priorities, no matter who you value, no matter what you care about, do that. Go do it. Don't be held back because somebody else said you can't do it. Don't be in doubt or fear because you don't think you can do it. Because nobody has more belief than yourself. So start believing you can, because nobody else would do it. And some may have the fortunate to have somebody else believe them, somebody else to root for their success. But not many of us have that opportunity. And those who do, squander it anyways, or seems to be. So have the belief in yourself that you can do what you want to do. Have the belief in yourself that you can turn your dream into a reality. Because we shouldn't waste today. We shouldn't have wasted tomorrow. And we certainly can't waste this moment in the present now. So don't be held back by fear. Don't be held back by doubt. And definitely don't be held back by yourself. Befriend yourself and conquer yourself. Conquer yourself and control your mind. Because once somebody controls their mind, then there's nothing in this world that they cannot do. Once someone controls their mind, they'll live a happier life and a more fulfilling life. That being said, with the rest of the time I have now, before I have to go see my professor, I'm going to perhaps spend 2 hours or so, maybe a bit more, we'll see, but that's the minimum on to learn how to code, because it's the first work block. So if I don't have to squander my time, let's not squander my time. So let's get into it right now, and I'll see you guys when I come back from my visit. Hey guys, it is currently 2:26 and I just came back from my visit from my professor and this meeting we had with somebody else of his friend, a friend who had a agency. And I did have a lot of questions to ask this specific person, but when I got there, I froze. I lost my train of thought, and all I could do was just smile and listen to them talk, right? I asked a few questions, but honestly, guys, I was lost for word. What does this mean? Is that I am losing some social skills, which is definitely not ideal. And most importantly, my mind is preoccupied with what I am doing at the moment, which left me with minimum room to focus on other things. So what this means is that it is both a good and a bad thing. Why? Because the good thing is that I am putting my time towards one goal, or 3 goals, but one goal mainly, and trying to put all my effort towards that goal. And the bad thing is I am losing my other abilities to perform as a normal human being. So what can I take away from this is that perhaps I do need to just put myself out there more often, go meet new people, and build up the social skill which I lacked before, and it certainly hasn't improved by isolating myself even more at home, doing what I want to do. And although it is great that I am putting all my focus on one objective, but sometimes it doesn't have to be that way, guys. Sometimes we don't have to sacrifice everything else for just one goal. Of course, you may be an expert at your goal, at your purpose or your reason, but if you can't function in any other areas of your life, then what does this mean? It means you have to outsource your other incapabilities or inability to someone else to do for you. And if you don't have that resource, if you don't have that luxury to outsource these abilities, you have to learn them yourself. You have to be social. You have to learn how to sell yourself, right? Sell your service, sell your product, market yourself. You all have to learn how to do this if you don't have the luxury to ask someone else to do it for you. So, that being said, that is something I'll be focusing on. And I guess one thing I could do to change that is to get a part-time job. Is to get a job that will support my dreams, right? It will feed me because I'm running out of money. And second of all, it will give me the opportunity to practice my social skills. So, that being said, I am going to do more work now. Second work block, do some work, and I'll come back with you guys later tonight and see how I have progressed so far. But today I have done 2 hours of work, which is definitely under quota, but the day is still young, so let's get back right into it, and I'll see you guys in a bit. It is currently 8:30,
And guys, this has perhaps been the latest I had recorded in a while. And that is because after I got back from the meeting, I was feeling a little bit defeated, guys. I was cooking food and I just thought to myself, you know what? I made some fresh pasta. I know it's for the week, but let's just sit down and have some food. And of course, eating very early on in my schedule, in my routine, disrupted my flow. So I didn't come back to do any work until 6 p.m., but I got back at around 3 p.m. So I did some reading. So around 5 p.m., I finished cooking. So I pretty much spent an hour and a half just squandering my time. I was actually on YouTube watching some YouTube videos that have absolutely nothing to do with coding or nothing to do with self improvement. So today I definitely have to take points away, but I came back with the feeling of I don't want to do it, with the feeling that I just want to do something else. I want to distract myself. I want to do the easy thing. And I did, guys. I did for a while. And I still believe I would have still done it if I didn't pull myself back. If I didn't say, David, you can't be doing this. Because you said to yourself and to the people who believe you and watch you that you have to stay disciplined. You have to have some control of your mind. So how are you setting an example if you yourself are not having control of your mind? So after I realized that, and I did take some time to make the transition, but eventually I came to my office and I sat down and I did the work. Now, I guess I wanted to avoid the work because I have to do a project. And this project is going to be a little bit difficult. It is going to be challenging, which is perhaps why I was kind of avoiding it. And I must say, guys, coding for the past few days has been a daunting task. Although I have learned something, when you apply math, or not math, but when you apply logic, especially computer logic, it is so much different than our logic, like human logic. Perhaps it's just me, but the words and the way they phrase the words makes me a bit drowsy. So, quite frankly, I wanted to avoid the work tonight. And even though I had done some work this morning before I left, I know that I did below my bare minimum. So, I wanted to do the work, but I was eager to be distracted. So, to pull yourself back from distraction is honestly something very hard, guys. It requires willpower. It requires willpower, and I had to do it even though I didn't feel like it. And there are many times where I don't feel like doing work. But if we always allow our feelings, if we allow our emotions to win over ourselves, then we can never have control over ourselves. The thing is, guys, to have control, sometimes that means you have to fight against nature. You have to go against your grains. And that means biting your teeth, putting down the laptop, putting down the phone, and just get to work. Pull yourself into the office, pull yourself back into your desk, and start doing the work. It's not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Whoever said working on a business or improving yourself is easy, they are full of crap. Because it's not, guys. It is not, because you are by definition improving, is by definition being better than yesterday. And to be better than yesterday, that requires some energy, that requires some fatigue. And sometimes we already have too much of it that we don't want to have more fatigue. So it's easy to do something easy. It's easy to be distracted. But I refuse that. And it's with this mentality of not giving up and having just a little bit of belief that you can have control of yourself, eventually you pull yourself back. So I'm just happy that I had the courage and belief in myself to pull myself back and do the work. And it turns out, guys, I quite enjoy doing the work. Because unlike watching tutorials and doing practice steps, each step by step, following people's set out regimens and pretty much almost like taking classes, instead of following these rigid steps to learn coding, by building a project, it gives me the freedom to build something I want. And that is exactly what I believe, and that is exactly in line with my values. Of course, there are assessment tasks you're supposed to tick off to make sure the project actually is made for the specific reason. But after I have and I realize that I have control to make this and perhaps change some nuances, then it was much more enjoyable, because it is like if I am building something for myself, and I could relate back to this because I understand if I build this one project, then this is going to give me the skills to build a bigger project that eventually will be the one I want to build. Eventually will be the one that will help me help the people. That being said, guys, today has been an absolutely amazing day. I came back after 6 p.m. and I sat here till 8:30. So another 2.5 hours of deep work, and perhaps the deepest work in a long time. So I'm just super happy. I'm super grateful to have this opportunity to do this work. And I guess the success, or what contributed to the success, is actually me turning off my lights. So as I was working, I had no lights on. So the only lights that I had was from my laptop. And guys, this, for whatever reason, increased my productivity. I can't say that word right now, by tenfolds. So I think I might have to do this more often, because guys, I stayed focused, like so focused for 2.5 hours, perhaps the most deepest focus I have been. So in the daytime, I might actually just lower my blinds in purpose to just be in this flow state. But that being said, it has been an amazing day, and I do hope you guys had learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.